Hello, good afternoon. Back with a cleaning stream. It's been a while since I've logged on. My last stream was a fake stream. It was an April Fool's Day stream. It was fun, but we're back to our normal streams today. And by that I mean cleaning streams. Seems to be a very popular category for me. Very comforting to get my haul of games, put them on a table in front of me, and clean them in front of anyone who wants to watch. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So I picked up actually technically two different PSP game hauls, some lots I won on eBay that both arrived on the same day, which was nice. So I'm going to go through the cases today and clean them up a little bit. It's going to be some stickers, going to be some grime, so we're going to work on that to start. After that, I've got, basically a month worth of other minor pickups and other things like that too that we're gonna clean up as well. So, hello, Sarah Jane. Welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. How are things? Doing all right here. How about you? Just getting ready to do some nice game cleaning. All right, so. Ooh boy, we got Blink in here as well. Cleaning time. Here we go. So I got a whole bunch of PSP games. I already owned. I think my library had 6 or 7 PSP games. Is like all I had before I decided to start picking up some more PSP games. So we're gonna do some cleaning off here. So. This one doesn't have any stickers or anything on it, but the case itself is kind of grimy, which is kind of true of like this entire lot. It's kind of a grimy lot. So what I'm going to take on these ones is I'm just going to get some paper towels and spray my paper towels with some cleaner. And I'm just going to kind of just wipe down the plastic and make sure everything else is good in here. First thing I'm going to do actually is take the paper and jam that back down. You can see it's got a little bit of wear at the very top. That I don't want to have on there. So, yes, streaming through a PC right now is what we're streaming on. Well, I guess technically it's a Mac, because it's my wife's MacBook. So I'm just going to kind of just wipe down the case on the outside. That's probably the part that's really bad. And then the other thing I'm going to do while we're here... There we go. Other thing I'm going to do while I'm here is I'm going to just test and make sure all the games work. I want to pull them out and see, make sure these little plastic cases are in one piece. Back in the olden times when I used to work at GameStop, these would come in like broken halves and like not really be held together very well. So I'm going to see if I can make sure they're working in my PSP before I add them to my collection. So. Which game do I play mostly on stream? That's a really good question. I would say I don't have like a single game category so much. Honestly, what I'm doing now is probably what I do the most of is cleaning streams. Seems to be my most common thing that I'm doing like this. Other than that, though, I do enjoy strategy role-playing games and other sort of like turn-based strategy seems to be a good set of things that I like to stream. I haven't done a ton of them yet, but things like Slay the Spire and other like Fire Emblem type games and stuff like that are some of my favorites, and some of the stuff that I'd like to try streaming out some more when I get some games in. The other category of games that I really like to stream is oh boy, we ran out of batteries on here. That's fine. We'll just pretend today is today. Reset my PSP, man. Do I do COD or action games? Not a lot, no. For two reasons, I would say. One is the first-person shooter games will tend to sometimes make me get motion sickness. I don't do great with like the first-person views and things, stuff like that. So those are sometimes a struggle for me. And then the other thing is I don't do great with competitive shooters because I'm very bad at video games. Well, I think so. I'm not very good. So I do enjoy, playing them from time to time, but certainly not competitively. And again, I'm not very good at them. So, I have played them in the past though. There was definitely a phase maybe 10 years ago where I would play first person shooter games like every single day. Team Fortress 2 was my game, at the time that I played a ton of. but not so much anymore. I just can't compete with those teenagers who don't have jobs and they just, have their homework, and after homework they just play first person shooters. They beat me consistently in those games, so I don't play those very much. Anyway, my Rival Swords here, by the way, is working just fine. So I'm not actually going to play this PSP game. I just want to make sure it was going to boot up and give you some nice grindy PSP ASMR over here would be good too. So, all right, so that one's working. So, good sign. Put that over in the complete category. Yeah, this one didn't need too much cleaning. It just needed mostly wipe down. See, follow back on Twitter. I will have to get a look at that. I'll do it after I'm streaming, but I'll take a look at these games first. See how it's going. All right, so we've got AMX ATV on the edge. There it is. Here's my next one. Again, this one, there's no stickers or anything on here. I just want to wipe off the case a little bit. And also going to stick this in my PSP, make sure it's working. Let that work on loading while I clean up the outside of this case. Alright, not bad, not bad. Just a little bit of wipe down. Seems okay. Alright. And then my PSP tried to, I forgot to shut it down correctly. Tried to boot up the Prince of Persia. It's been so long since I've consistently played a PSP game that I almost forget how to do it. There we go. Home quit. That's right. It was not my main system, a PSP. I picked up one of these really late in the cycle, probably about the time the Vita was out and active. Is when I picked up a PSP, which is why my library is so small. Is I just kind of picked up some of the big ones, and that's about it. You all right there, buddy? All right, well, that's thinking about it. I'll go and grab more to show off here. Another ATV type of game. MTX Moto Tracks. I guess it's not really an ATV. But yeah, same thing. Give that a quick spray. Wipe it down. Get that case all cleaned up. Some of the edges. So nothing, we're starting easy on these so far. Nothing too bad. But I'm sure they'll get progressively worse and worse as I keep going through here. Alright, let me try my other game while I'm booting this up. Nice to get some manuals complete with these PSP games. I know that's another system that's a lot easier to collect loose than it is complete. So we'll make sure this one boots up okay. And I'll move on to the next one. Meanwhile, anybody else got anything exciting going on this weekend? Any big gaming plans? All right, looks like we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and quit that and start a new one. There we go. There we go. I put PSP. Yeah, I did put Prince of Persia away. Okay. All right, looks like we're booting up here just fine as well. Just in case. Chipping away at Grandia. I had a feeling. I was guessing it was Grandia. I have a two-part question for you, Blink. Part one would be, how many hours are you into Grandia at this point? And then part two is, how many hours have you put in since the event? What's next? Next up, this is one of the games I actually wanted in the lot. Not as you may imagine, I was not as excited about MTX games or MX versus ATV. That was not why I bought the lot. It was Virtua Tennis. I wanted another one of them good sports simulation games. So excited to add this one to the collection for cheap in that big old lot. Oh man, I really goofed up my PSP over here. It still says please wait. Good case and manual. Discs in one piece. See that. See if I can kind of lightly wipe off some of the, I can't really see it there. There we go. Some of the stuff on the outside of the shell. Not really. Not getting a lot off of there. Alright, we're going to have to reset this PSP yet again. It didn't like whatever it is I told it to do. See if it even needs me to put in the date and time again. About 28 hours into Grandia. Nice. I think I can do the math then. My second part of that question was how many of those 28 hours have been put in since things have changed for you at home lately. So I think, by my knowledge, I think that's 8 hours so far since the event. I think it's been 8 hours. That's exciting. Okay, MTX is loading. Will you let me quit the game this time? Let's find out. For me, the game I've been playing has been Breath of the Wild. Went back into it. I last played it in 2019. Would have been July 2019 is when I played it last. I beat Ganon at the time, did that whole thing, was very excited, and so decided I needed to finally put the game down at that time in 2019, and maybe I would come back to more of it later. Ooh, that was still spinning. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, maybe I would finally come back to it later. And so here it is, about a month before we get the new Zelda game. I decide, you know what? I never did play the DLC for that game. Never did all that extra bonus stuff, so I should probably go give that a shot. Go give that a go. So that's what I've been up to lately. So I put in Breath of the Wild, powered it on, went out into the field and said, all right, let's go do some of these DLC things. The first one sounds exciting. Let's go do this Master Sword quest. That sounds useful. Would be nice to. All right, looks like that's going to boot up too as well. Yeah, it'd be nice to get that Master Sword quest. That'd be cool. So boot that up and then immediately died. Just absolutely getting everything handed to me by all the beasties in there. I guess it's actually supposed to be like the hardest part of the game is supposed to be the Master Sword quest. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and like I'd forgotten the controls. Basically, I'm sitting there like accidentally crouching around. I'm like throwing my weapons at the bad guys, and I'm unarmed. It was bad. It was all sorts of wrong buttons. So I had to try to remember how to get back in and play Breath of the Wild again. So after I failed on the Master Sword quest for the third or fourth time, making absolutely zero permanent progress on it, then I just started, roaming around Hyrule, thinking, all right, I'll just kind of get my bearings straight, just try to remind myself how you play this game. You right there, bud? You doing okay? I think let's reset it again. Man, PSP is unstable. No wonder people just hack their systems. It's much easier than playing actual discs. So yeah, so I was playing in the field a little bit, and in Breath of the Wild, and 4 days later, I've acquired another 120 Korok seeds. Just like I meant to be playing for just like an hour or two to remind myself how to do it, but I kept finding new areas I hadn't been to thanks to the new what is that, Heroes mode, Heroes Quest, Heroes Path, something like that, that shows you all the places you've been. I'd be like, ooh, look at that mountain over there. I never climbed to the top of that mountain. I need to go up and get to the top of that mountain. And then I'd get up there and be like, there's a Korok seed. And then around it, there'd be Korok seeds. And yeah, just kept, it got his hooks right back in me. Breath of the Wild. Ooh, that's good. All right. Will you actually let me quit the game this time? Let's find out. So yeah, back of the Breath of the Wild cook. I did pick up most of the other DLC things in the last few days or so. So I got all the armor pieces and stuff like that. And then I upgraded some of the armors where it would let me, and some of them I need to get more parts for. Need to get more of those star pieces and get more of those Lionel guts and things like that. So we've done all those things in the last few days. Yeah, about 8 hours. It's great. Playing with a baby sleeping on your chest. That is the dream. That is it. That is what we all hope and strive for. Ooh, this game is... I don't have to do anything with this game. This game is totally shiny. I think whoever played this game... Oh my gosh. This might have been unplayed. Look at that. I'm not even going to test this one. It's fine. This is the cleanest PSP game I've seen in a decade. That one's good. I don't need to touch that one. Here's another one I was hoping to grab is Killzone Liberation. Again, not really playing a whole lot of action games, but always good to fill out the Killzone library. Let's stick this guy in there. Make sure that one's working. Meanwhile, we'll wipe down this case a little bit as well. I did pick up Grandia for myself. I did download that, but I have not yet started it. Mostly, again, I'm like, not a great time for me to start. Ooh, this one is like pulling up some color. Not a great time for me to pull up a big RPG if I'm basically, I think, saving myself for the Tears of the Kingdom. The Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game. I don't normally play a lot of games when they come out. I'm not really that big on paying full price for games, and I don't usually get swept up in the hype of like, everybody's playing Elden Ring, we're all doing it together. But I do kind of miss it. I do kind of miss the idea of doing that. So, I thought, oh, it's loading something down there. I thought this would be a good game. Tears of the Kingdom, that is, would be a good game to do that with. I'm missing the manual, unfortunately. That's all right. So I'll be excited to be one of those people that's playing a game with everybody else. Ooh, that's booting up just fine. Excellent. So the other thing I was thinking I was going to try to do is maybe take a day off work just to play video games. That's another thing I have not done. Boy, when is the last time I took a day off just to intentionally play a new video game that just came out? Have I ever done it? I'm not sure I've ever done it, actually. All the games that normally people would have done it with, I haven't been that person. It hasn't been Halo, Red Dead Redemption, obviously a Madden sports game or something. Hasn't been any of those. Alright, Killzone's working just great. Trying to think. Is there any other... I don't even think for a Fire Emblem game I've done it, which I should have done, honestly. So, now the bad news with my Breath of the Wild to take off work for Zelda. Thank you, Kate. I will definitely have to do that. Did I pick up this lot for a particular game? I would say yes, sort of. There were 2 games in here. I would say the Killzone and the Virtua Tennis. Those were 2 cheap games I wanted to add to my collection. I basically got, I think it was something like 12 games for $60. So it kind of ended up being like $5 a game. But there's a few, in fact, I'll pull out this next one, a few that are pretty expensive, more rare games. Well, it's not this one, but the bad news, I do have a bunch that came in disc only, which is sad. I showed off all the good ones so far. But I got Ghost Rider here. Let's see if that works. Honestly, I'm not even sure it's worth trying to clean off this fake GameStop case. Or remove the stickers. This one I'll probably just leave it as is. But at least we'll test it and just make sure it boots up. It's a good sign. Would be my first game that had the like aftermarket PSP case on it too. But for a big lot, not a big deal. I'm not huge into the PSP collecting scene. I just wanted to like fill a bunch of holes in there. So that's a game that I was hoping for. See if that boots up. I'll go ahead and kind of go through here a little bit faster. Next one up. This is one I was hoping to get, is Full Auto 2 Battle Lines. Another fun, kind of fun racer game. I have a lot of other games in the series on the Xbox and stuff, but this is my first handheld version of the Full Auto game. I believe it's not known as the best one in the series or anything, but for basically $5, I'd be happy to put that in my collection. And try that out. Alright, doesn't look like we've got much luck on Ghost Rider so far. I might have to boot power down and power back up again. Goes. Another good one that I got in here is the Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. I think this game by itself normally sells for like $15 loose, maybe $20 loose. So getting this in a lot, again, unfortunately, it is technically a loose copy. And it's really scratched up on the back. So I'll have to see if I can do anything about this one to clean this one up a little bit while we're waiting on the other games. But yeah, always good to get a Metal Gear game added to your collection. Oop, there it goes. Now it's booting up. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to kind of wipe off the edge of this plastic, see if I can get some of that color that's on there. Take that off. Meanwhile, all right, looks like Ghost Rider is indeed running. Let's see if it'll let me quit and then let me switch to another game. Or see if it gets stuck in the please wait screen forever again. Oh, there we go. Working on it. Thinking about it. So put in Full Auto 2 real quick. Make sure Full Auto 2 is working. Should I let you finish your thing or should I just go for it? I'm just going to go for it. So yeah, so I've got the sort of like aftermarket PSP case on there, but not a huge deal for me. I'll live with it. Now, the other thing, speaking of PSP games, now that I have, like, I don't know, 12 or so of these PSP discs, I need to find a home for these. Very interested in how to clean PSP games. Those cases always broke on me as a youth. Yeah, I don't know either, honestly. I'm putting them in and hoping they just boot up and start. And if they start, great. And if not, I'm not sure. I am not well versed on these. I don't know how exactly you pull apart this plastic without breaking the thing. But I can at least make the PSP games look better. Mostly I'm just here for like the stickers and things. However, on like a GameStop case anyway, I don't think I care nearly as much if this one has a sticker. I'm more curious on some of the originals. So this one's not a big deal to me. Let's see if we can boot up Full Auto 2. It's looking good though so far. But mostly I'm just going to try giving this just a little bit of, put some cleaner on it. And just kind of see if I can do anything about some of these. I mean, the scratches aren't going to come off, but can I at least make it look better? Like, that would be a start. Thankfully, the disc inside is in pretty good shape. There's not any, like, blatant scratches or anything on there. So, pretty happy about that. Also, I didn't say hi to Crafty Kate. Thanks for coming in and seeing the stream. Hi to Crown the Lion. Thanks for coming in and seeing the stream. Ooh, I just noticed I got some liquid in there. Hold up a minute. I'm just gonna stick a corner in there. There we go. Okay, we're good. All right, that game's working. This is good. I usually don't have that good of a track record with PSP games. It was why I was really anxious about buying a big PSP lot, is I was kind of thinking, I bet like a third of these games are going to be broken or come in little weird pieces or something. You know, I doubt they like tested them before they sold these. They probably were just like, yeah, whatever. Someone else's problem now. So this Metal Gear Solid one, we'll see if this one goes. This one definitely looks like someone tried to use it as a skateboard at some point. A little scratched up on the outside, but again, thankfully the disc inside looks pretty good. Okay, so that one's good. And then this PSP lot that I bought, this is a funny story. The picture, they didn't describe which games were in there. It just said PSP lot, and it was like, you know, games as shown, whatever. That was, oh, that looks good so far. So this is what I see in the shot from eBay. It's just this. And I'm sitting here going, what game do you think that is? I mean, even if I zoom in, does that tell you anything? Does anyone know what game that is without looking? I mean, even with looking, like, can we tell what that is? It's got this weird yield, do not discard game on here. So again, this whole lot was like $40 for 8 games or something like that, about $5 a game. And I'm like, I'll figure out what this is. Ooh, that's a bad looking sign, isn't it? That's not a good sign, is it? Whoop. Nope, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. It was just loading, even though it looked like it was a sign for your memory card's broken. The mystery disc, it could be anything. It could even be Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. So let's do it. Let's open it up. It is Need for Speed Underground Rivals. So it's another good racing game. So I will gladly pay $5 for that. It's a copy of Mario for the PSP. Sign me, Miyamoto. So we have a copy of Need for Speed Underground Rivals. I would say if you had to like break the PSP library in half and say like which half would you hope it is and which half would you hope it's not, I would think Underground Rivals fits into the game you're hoping that is the half of the PSP library. It certainly wasn't a game I already owned, so that's the big win there. Speaking of big wins, very happy that Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops seems to be working just fine. That's good. I pushed the wrong button there. That's always fun. But yeah, so very nice little add-on there. Need for Speed Underground. Happy to get that one. Or sorry, Need for Speed Underground Rivals. Happy to add that one to the collection. Even if it's garbage. Racing games that are garbage are still kind of fun. So I'll take it. All right, good enough. I'm just going to throw you out of there. So yeah, so now that I've got all these PSP games, I got to figure out a solution for storing these. For me, I like to have all of my handheld games stored in a handheld storage device, storage solution. So for PSP, they have a lot of those like 8 game case holders that exist that you can get for them. They have a lot of those, big hard plastic things. But like now I'm way beyond 8 games. Oh, looks like that's going to boot up too. Excellent. So I need to figure out a solution for that. What I've done for my other handhelds is my Nintendo DS and my Nintendo 3DS, and those are in a big zippered binder together that has like page pockets, the kind of thing that like coin collectors will use. I have them all slid in there. And so I'll probably want to do something like that for PSP. I've done the same thing for Game Boy games. For Game Boy Originals and Game Boy Colors, I have like a 4x3 grid of coin sleeves that just barely fits, and you can fit 12 games on a page. Those sleeves are a little too small for PSP games, though, just barely too small. So, but I have seen a 3x3 grid that does seem to fit barely for PSP games. It's got just another millimeter or two of space. Oops, let's see. Yes, there we go. Just another millimeter or two or more space. So yes, I think Crafty Kate, you're right. I think my plan is to get another zippered binder just for PSP games and use 3x3 like coin paper sleeves to hold all my PSP games so that I can take them with me on the road or something like that. If I take my PSP somewhere, I think that's going to be my solution. All right, couple other pickups to go through here as well, and these are from the a different lot. We've got Ape Escape on the loose. This is actually my first Ape Escape game that I'm gonna own. This case is a little grimy. You can see it. So good news, I've got case, I've got manual. Let's go ahead and start testing out this disc, which looks pretty good. Let's start testing that out while we work on this case. I've recently started a zipper binder for Switch games. I've gotten enough Switch games now that I finally wanted to put those in a little portable binder. So that's where those are sitting now. This guy's gonna be a mess. All right. So now, which is also fun because if I like to imagine if I lose that binder, there goes several $1,000s worth of video games. That's always fun to imagine. Like, oops. Fell out of my car. There goes my entire Switch collection. It's all gone forever. Good work, dummy. But on the other hand, if it was a portable system, then you got to take it with you. You got to take all the games with you if you're going to take your system. Maybe not all of them, but, you know. It'd be nice to just be able to take your whole library with you all at once. All right, that's already looking much less grimy. Much better there. All right, Ape Escape's looking good. Next one here is Downstream Panic. We finally get our first stickers of the stream. Who's excited for some stickers? Look at all these stickers. There's so many of them. This game will also cost me about $5 in the lot, and I would not pay probably much more than $5 for Downstream Panic. But you know, it's everything else is there. Why not? Good news. We've gotten this one to load. Ape Escape is good. Let that close. We're gonna get out our plastic scraper, and we finally get to do some sticker scratching. Let's go for it. Alright, so this is the first time seeing the plastic scraper tool. This is a plastic scraper tool. It is, what brand? It's a Scotty Peeler, that's it. Scotty Peeler branded plastic scraper. I got one of the pack of these on Amazon, like a 3-pack and a metal one. They work pretty well. Also, another pro tip, I'm going to put like a credit card shaped thingy behind the little vinyl here. So that if I do, it'll help prevent some of the like dings and scratches you can put in on the plastic here. So happy to see Ape Escape's working though. Let me put this away real quick. And then we'll start loading up Downstream Panic, make sure that one works well. Multitasking my PSP games over here. Okay, let's get to scraping. There's a good one. Generally, I'll try to find like which is the corner it's going to come up easiest. Oh, I see. This is a sticker on top of a sticker. That one's already been sort of pre-peeled. So we'll see if we can do this without any sort of chemicals first. There are some things I can use. Mostly I'll use heptane on here if I can't get the sticker up cleanly. But we'll start chemical-free and just see if we can get it with just our tool alone. Already tearing. As soon as I try to peel it up a little bit, it's tearing. Surprisingly stuck on there. So we'll just keep using our tool back and forth here. See if we can just kind of pry it up with that. Alright, looks like our downstream panic is opening just fine on my PSP over there. It's still tearing on that corner. Tearing over there. Let's switch over to here. Even get this corner up next. Yep, that's a pretty old sticker. It's really stuck on there well. It looks like this sticker, from what I can read, looks like it's been on here since 2004. So that's a pretty old sticker. That's on there pretty good. Even then, that's a top layer, and that's on top of other stickers, which means that there's even older stickers than that underneath that sticker I'm struggling to get up. So it would not be a surprise if we are going to need to use some heptane or some Goo Gone even perhaps on this these sticker residues here. This one sticker might take me a while. In fact, it may be the point where I'm just going to decide to just go ahead and kind of rip off best I can. The most I can get here. And then we'll start working better on the residuals after that. So trying to get underneath the base sticker here. Just tough because it's really falling apart. It's really some old tattered paper at this point. That's the best I think we can do. Alright. So now we're down to this one. This will be a little bit easier to work with this guy now that I can see this. It's actually coming up better than I thought it would. Still haven't had to use any chemicals on it yet. Just going back and forth with my plastic scraper, and that seems to be all it needs so far. Though there's a lot of sticky goo underneath here that again I will eventually need to use something on. Meanwhile, let me go and take out downstream panic. Stick that back inside. See if I can get this top one to come off. Not really. We're getting close to the time where I need to start getting out some chemicals to start eating away at some of this residue underneath. Just getting defeated by the overly old paper stickers. But I'd like to get off just a little bit more if I can. Doing pretty good at this point. See if I can get a little more paper off this top one, though I doubt it. Ooh, there we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Show you the progress of that so far. So lots of kind of gooey marks so far. I suppose I'll go try to get off this $14.99 sticker before I get out some chemicals so I can get the whole thing at once. Oh, wait. Let me move this guy underneath here. There we go. Make sure I don't gouge that vinyl. No, I thought it was coming up clean, and then it ripped. Oh, that's too bad. I thought it was coming good. All right, let's try the other side. Oh, man, I got all these on the back to get rid of. We got so many stickers. So many stickers. They're all going to be jerks, too. All right, let's start the corner up here and just work our way through it. It's tearing. Tearing. Giving me troubles. Shading this around a little bit. Seems that gives me a better angle to get under here. Go a little bit farther before I try to start peeling this back. I can already feel it tearing on me though. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Sometimes there's just not much you can do with these old stickers, but, you know, peel it off and go for the layer underneath there. See if I can. How I'm gonna get under this corner of this red one's gonna be tough because it's already underneath this other sticker I couldn't get under. Layers of problems. falls apart immediately. Right now I'm trying to get this all together in one piece again. To see if I can get this whole thing to peel off together. Ooh, it's starting to come up. There it is, starting to come up clean. Keep that up. Go slowly. Take your time. Okay. Alright. Starting to lose it here on the end. So see if I scrape that back together. Oh. It tore, but it's still in one piece. Well, this part is still coming off easy, I mean to say. Alright, that's pretty good. We got it back to the other part where it started breaking. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. It's a little sticky stuff there. Pretty good. Okay, now we just have this disgusting mess on the back. See if I gotta get some more paper off of here before I can introduce some chemicals to clean off the last bits. Just falls right apart. Well, the good news with this last back sticker is it is still coming up. It's just taking a lot of time and force to get it off. Just not peeling up straight in one easy pull. So it's just taking a lot of time for me to just kind of keep shoving each one of these little bits of white, get to a point where it's getting its own way, peel it back a little more so I can expose that other bits. So Just gonna take some time, but that's why I put on some chill music, stream with my friends. Just give me something to do while I'm working away on these stubborn stickers. Alright, I think that's the most I can get off with my tool at this point. It is time for some chemicals to get off these little bits. So, got a few choices here. Let's see. I think I'll go with a paper towel. We're going to start with some heptane and try that. Start with just a little dab, which probably won't be enough. We'll at least start here. But it does seem like it's doing a pretty good job so far. But it does struggle on the paper bits. It does much better on the residue beneath the paper bits. So here's a progress report so far. Better. Just needs a second coat. Alright, so you'll notice I got a little bit of blue off here. That blue is going to be from under here, because I didn't do a good enough job of keeping the artwork out of harm's way. Before I go any further, pull that inside. There we go. But now that case is looking pretty okay. Maybe some cleaner on the end of this. But for now, let's get off that. Look at that sticker stuff. That's what it looks like before. We're going to put some heptane on that and see what we can get off. I can even show this to you, kind of like see it live. There it goes. Pretty much all that sticky residue, except for a few spots I missed, so we're gone. A little bit right below that PSP or PlayStation logo. Let's see if I can get that off. Yep. And then, yeah, don't forget that part at the bottom where that sticker was. All right, that's much better. The last thing I'm just going to do is just take some cleaner and clean off any of the grime that's on that case overall, and also clean off any of that heptane, which is, you know, kind of a stronger chemical. Probably don't want it to just sit on that case for its whole lifetime if I can avoid it. All right, there we go. Cleaned it off. Looking much, much better. I still see a little bit of indentation down here. This is basically where the glue has eaten away at the vinyl. Kind of like a permanent ruining where that sticker used to be, that $14.99 that was across here. So that'll never come off, but the goal is not perfection. The goal is simply to just get it much, much better than it was. And I'd say we met that goal. Ooh, okay. Let's take a quick sticker break. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs also came in on that lot. It's fine. I'm not going to bother testing the UMD because I don't really care that much. But it won't hurt to just take a little spray and just wipe this down real quick. Just get it nice and clean. All right. There's that one. And then finally, oh boy, this isn't even going to be worth all the effort to get all these stickers off. Oh, you know what's even worse? This one right here is on the artwork itself. That's not on the vinyl case. That is... That one might live on there. Honestly, I don't think I care about Elf enough to worry about a $10 GameStop sticker on that case. That's a lot of work and effort that's not going to be worth it. Not going to be worth it. I wonder if I can take off this little guy. Yep. Well, kind of. I got most of it off. This is just me practicing at this point. I've never tried taking one of these off with a plastic scraper. Want to see how it would go. That was fun. It still has this like little residue off here. I don't know if I can get any of that off. Yeah, looks like it. Oddly not sticky. It's just plastic. But the bottom, it's obviously on there with some sort of adhesive. I guess this whole thing is like a rubber cement. So it scrapes up okay, but it doesn't really let me peel it back. I just have to keep scraping until it's basically gone. Yeah, like if I try to pull this off here, I don't know if it'll... Yeah, I think it just tears. Interesting. Let's keep scraping. That's dust in there. Gross. Yeah, you can see like little like dust areas inside. I'm gonna have to wipe this off, this whole thing off. Elf looks like it's in okay shape though. Again, I'm not gonna test the UMD, the movie itself, because I don't care that much. But see if I can get off some of these other stickers. I'm gonna slip my little card back under here. Got lucky when the sticker was applied, they put some of it on the plastic case itself up here in the corner instead of the whole thing on the vinyl. So that part has come up, which means this whole sticker is not as like perfectly sealed as other stickers were in the past. So this guy, it's going to give me a little trouble just because, again, it's so old. It looks like 2000, the year 2000 is when this was printed. So a 23-year-old sticker, but it was not 100% stuck on there when it was applied way back when. So it should come off. Trying to see if I can get it. I'm lucky enough to get it in one pull. Boom! Leaving some sort of dust all over the place, though. Hopefully it's not like asbestos or something. I'll probably be fine. Okay, and then one sticker off here. Now this guy's going to be much worse. It's a newer sticker, 2007, but it's on there. This one was pushed all the way on. Someone tried to remove this side of it. Didn't have any luck back then. We'll see if I'm going to have more luck than the person before me. Getting pretty fortunate on this one. It is tearing a little, but it's kind of letting me put it back together more or less. Well, I guess it's going to fall apart when I get to the end here. The part where it was already torn off, that part will not come off clean. I must be getting close to that point. Alright, we're just gonna have to do it. Alright, got most of it. Not bad. Alright, this one's just going to take some effort, take some time and patience. We'll get it off eventually, though. Okay. I think we're ready for just a dab of heptane. We should be good. case is much dirtier than the last one. Alright. I think we got most of that. Gonna use up the rest of this paper towel on some cleaner. Just try to get off some of this grime that's on here. I'll have to get the grime on the inside as well. Grimy. The copy of Alpha's had a rough life for sure. Gross. That's gross. Might have to do 2 coats on this one. Okay, let's get another layer of cleaning off here. Edges. Get those edges nice and clean. Go back inside. Alright. That should be a much better copy of Alpha. Let me get that. See if I can get that spot where I pulled that plastic off there, or that security sticker off there. For all those people who are trying to steal Elf on UMD. Prevent them with that sticker. Well, I took the sticker off, so now they're gonna get away with it. Alright, so it's better. Still some spots on there. Guess I can try again. Maybe push a little harder. Might be on the inside too. Probably is. See if I can feel it in there. Way too much effort for Elf. Elf on UMD. Not deserving of this treatment. This is not some rare $50 PSP game. This is not Crimson Gems. It's not something better. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to make sure Elf looks great. Alright, that is ready for someone to take Elf along with them in some long car ride around Christmas. Going to the family for holidays. They're ready. Oh man, I totally forgot. I have 2 other PSP games that came in loose in my lot that really helped add the value to that. Twisted Metal, Head On, and Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. So, let's see. I'm going to get a fresh paper towel again. Give these a quick wipe down. Since these were loose, not even in a GameStop case, they're probably a little goofed up on the outside. Seal off my heptane before I spill it all over the counter. There we go. Don't really want to touch inside that metal part, but I'm going to get some of that filth out of there. Okay, close enough. Let's just double check to make sure these two games are working. Good start. All right, looking good. Don't reset it or turn it off. It's checking the memory card. Don't mess with it. All right, fine. Leave it. There it goes. This metal's looking good. Now I'm gonna go and close it. If it lets me close it. Might not, it's busy. All right, close enough. Next up, Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Let's make sure that one's working. And if so, then we got real lucky with every single PSP game working. Looks good. So we filled some good holes in my PSP collection. There's a few more really obvious ones I'm hoping to get. I would say the 2 Burnout games, I'm looking at those. And I'm looking for Loco Roco and Patapon. I don't have those ones yet either. But again, those are all games that do generally show up in lots pretty commonly. Not the 2 that I got, but keep my eye out for those, hoping to get another PSP lot with some of those most common PSP games in them. You can get them individually for $10-ish on average, but I'm hoping to pay even less than that if I can get a bunch of them together. So we'll see. Speaking of we'll see, trying to get this Final Fantasy Crisis Core to open. Not yet. But meanwhile, let's show off one more time the best we can, the full haul that we got here for PSP games. So Twisted Metal, Prince of Persia, a couple of the MX racing games, Ghost Recon game, Killzone Liberation, Virtua Tennis, Ghost Rider Full Auto 2, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, and then Need for Speed Underground Rivals, all loose. We also got Ape Escape, Downstream Panic, and a couple of UMDs, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and Elf. Actually, hold up a minute. I just noticed this says PSP, not UMD video. This might be a video game after all. The way you'll tell... I can't tell. I guess it's got an E for Everyone sticker, so this is a video game. The whole time I thought this was a UMD. Pull out the manual. Getting started. There's your characters. Here's your food. Yeah, this is the game, the level. There you go. This is a video game. This whole time I thought this was a UMD. I thought this was the movie. All right, that's better. That like doubles the value from $1 to $2 on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I'm going to reset my PSP in the meantime because I can't get Crisis Core to open yet. So really, the only one we got as a movie was Elf. Not bad. Not bad. My PSP is not shutting off. I'm holding this button. Didn't hold enough. Hold it harder. So pretty good haul for what I paid for it, for sure. Yep, that was it. Plus Crisis Core, which is hopefully working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games for about $60. 15 games in a movie for $60. So about average of $4 each at that point. Pretty good. Pretty good. Plus Twisted Metal. But yeah, we're going to need to get a binder or something to put those in eventually. That'll help. Is Crisis Core going to load for me, though? This is twice now. I am not well versed in how to fix a PSP game that's not working. I got a few small ideas, but nothing great. Making a noise. We're going to power off one more time. We're going to get it out, and we're going to see if we can do anything with this guy. Seems okay. Okay, so here's a free thing I can do. I'm going to use this guy to basically NES-style blow on the cartridge. I'm going to put this air shooter thing inside here and just see if we can get any sort of stuff dislodged out of there. Not much. Might as well give it a little wipe down on the outside. I think we've already done this, though. Could be I seeded it wrong. That's also possible. See if we can get lucky over here. I do have some more games to clean, by the way. I'm out of PSP games, but I got some other stuff to test out. I've got a couple cartridges and several Nintendo DS games. Some of these Nintendo DS games are real grody, so we'll see. It's grinding again. Oh, it stopped. Maybe I shouldn't have picked it up. Back to that same noise it was making before when I last shut it off. Not sure if you can hear it. But not liking Crisis Core so far, which is too bad. One of the probably more sought after games in the lot that I bought. Alright, well, I'm just going to let that keep fighting its way through it. Meanwhile, let's pull a few more games clean. We got ourselves Aero Gauge on the Nintendo 64. Been trying to buy this game for less than $10, and I finally got one. So for this one, I'm going to use a Q-tip. I'm going to use IPA, 91% IPA isopropyl alcohol, and see if we can just clean the contacts on that. So hopefully I don't have to open this Nintendo 64 game up and get through the blast shielding and all that stuff. Hopefully I can just be good with just some wipe down here. I don't have a Nintendo 64 game or ooh, hello there, hello, hi Final Fantasy 12 or Final Fantasy 7, where have you been? Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. Just need to think it through, I guess. All right. Meanwhile, that is a gross Nintendo 64 cartridge. That is gross. Got some stuff on the back. We might see if we can clean off any of that. We're gonna play with it. We'll see. But this is going to need a couple coatings of cleaner for sure. Going to need a few Q-tips. Meanwhile, we'll just let that Final Fantasy opening theme show in the background there. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Gross. New Q-tip! A hard scrubbing for this one. That's right, middle level. I was 90% sure this Final Fantasy wasn't going to load, by the way. I'd given up on it. I was like, well, pretty good for the rest of it, I guess. But maybe it was just a real hefty cutscene. You'd think I hadn't even been in here yet. That's gross. It's grody. Well, I didn't think I'd have to take the shielding off this Nintendo 64 game, but now I'm thinking I might have to, based on how gross this part is. But the color's getting lighter, I guess. I tell myself. Am I convinced? Probably not. Give it another Q-tip. See how it goes. By the way, middle level, I don't think I greeted you earlier to say hello. Hello! Thanks for coming in and hanging out. As I clean through the grime. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hope you got some good gaming in your near and recent futures. Better. We may have some safe life on this. Glad to attend the cleaning stream. Happy to have you here. Alright, I found a little grime somewhere, because I got color off there a little bit. Looking pretty good overall. By the way, I think I can safely close our Final Fantasy game over there. Okay. I think that's the best we can do for this so far. Let's see what we can do about any of this grime on the backside. If I remember right, I think my expo marker is nearly dead here, so I don't know if I can actually get any of this off or not. Oh, that's there's nothing there. I told you to close. Oh, that's right, you're already closed. Alright, I can put the PSP aside for now. It's done its job. Actually, I'll put my Jeanne d'Arc back in it. Game I was playing earlier. There we go. Try something here that I haven't done before, which is what if I don't match colors? Can't tell if that did anything. Might not have. Is that doing anything? What do we think? I don't think it's doing anything. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that mark off of there. Maybe this mark right here, right there. That's probably about it. Yep, not a lot happening there. I think I'm just gonna leave that as is. I can't really get much off there. I think it's really at risk of getting worse. I think all I'm gonna do at this point, close that guy back off. I think I'm just gonna get some cleaner. Just some all-purpose cleaner. And just kind of wipe down the cartridge parts of it. See if we can get this just a little better. I'm not going to get it perfect, I'm sure. This arrow gauge, I think, has certainly had a rough life. It's had a tough time. See if we can at least get it good enough to join its friends in my collection. Alright, and then we'll have to test that one out off stream. See how it's going. You know what, there's one more thing I want to do here. Nope, give me a little bit of that cleaner. Right on that toothbrush. Gonna get in those crevices that I can't get with a paper towel. NES and Nintendo cartridges both have a ton of these little crevices to get gross. Oh, you've got a broken tab right there. I didn't even catch that. You have had a rough life, huh, buddy? Well, then I'm even more glad I didn't try to open up that shell. It's been harder to put that back together if the tab is already broken on it. Just wiping out those crevices that I just got all wet with cleaner. Yeah, all that color is all dirt and grime that we pulled off this cartridge. It does look better. So we'll test that one out later. One more physical cartridge to get rid of all the grime on. It's a Yoshi's Cookie here. Got a little bit of a loose label problem up here. Got a sticker on the back that I don't know if we'll get any luck on it. I doubt it. We'll see. Let's start with cleaning the cartridge, or the connectors. Connectors are going to be the most important part to get clean. Gotten some Yoshi's Island music while I'm playing Yoshi's Cookie. How about that synergy? one's overall in pretty good shape. I think someone else has possibly cleaned this before me. I'll go ahead and do another layer of alcohol on it, just to be sure. Alright, not bad. Get the inside. Get the end at all. Alright, not bad. See if we can get any of these stickers. This one should come off. The other one on the back, we'll see. I've got some alternatives if I need to. Cool. Alright. Guys are really on here. This is one of those don't steal stickers. Okay. I think we can work with that. That's coming off. I think we're going to be okay. What I'm going to do, though, I don't normally do this. I'm going to switch to a cleaner scraper. I think this one's going to be one to be real careful with. So I'm going to try to get out one of my better, fresher, sharper edged scrapers. Ah, shoot. Just when I thought I was doing well. Maybe I need to go back to the red one. We've torn a little bit of that sticker off already. We were doing good until then. Let me go back to red. Maybe that was a huge mistake. Maybe my red one is just the right amount of dull. Yeah, let's get off the other corners. Get off the plastic bit. That part we'll use white for. I'll switch to red for the label part. Okay. Doing good, doing good. All right, we've got a big decision to make here, gang. That came off pretty good. Do I want to keep trying and see what happens to this paper label? Or do I want to cut my losses here and say that's good enough? I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to feel aggressive. We're going to see how it goes. Yeah, so it's got just a tiny bit of a tear there. Maybe I can save it. Which to... Oh, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Before I go there, let's get this edge off all the way. So I'm not picking that off at the same time. Make sure this edge is clean. Ready to get pulled up. Okay, okay. Good. Troublesome spots. Okay, here's a progress report. Got a part here that's tearing. Got a part down here that's tearing. What I mean there is like the original Super Nintendo sticker is pulling up there. I gotta figure out, how do I stop that tear? See if this metal can get in between there, maybe? Or at least can I cut off Super Nintendo part of it? It's a tough one. Gotta figure out how to stop that. Okay, we got one end. Just that much came off. Can work with that. Now, let's switch to red. See if we can loosen that up a little more. A little bit of a tear there, but not much. Slow down. Okay. So you can see there, yeah, a little bit of that was stuck to the sticker permanently. But I'd say overall, that's pretty good. Considering how much that was stuck on there. I'll take just a little bit of that tearing. I mean, that's not even the part in English, so who cares about that part? That was the French part. We don't need that part. All right, that was a toughie. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and just give this. Yeah, I don't think I can do much about this guy up here, except for maybe try to find some fresh glue to put on it. Not that I have any. But no, what we're gonna do next is wipe this down again. Probably gonna need another paper towel. This one's not as bad. I don't want to like overdo this one, but I do want to get it a little bit. Get those crevices with a toothbrush. Okay, not bad. Also, I really enjoy seeing the discoloration where that sticker was, where you can see the like yellowish grime around it that I can't get off at this point. Like permanent discoloration. But I think that Yoshi's Cookie will play. Oh, you know what? Let me get the label very carefully with my mostly dried out at this point. Just get that on. Trying to clean this area right by the label without ruining anything on it. so that if I do want to re-glue it, it's gluing to the cartridge again and not the grime on top of the cartridge, without trying to make this any worse than it is. A little better. So yeah, now it doesn't have like a grimy spot under there. So hopefully if I can get a little glue spot and hold that down, maybe I can just kind of fix that a little bit. But yeah, a permanent scar. Not bad. I will take that. I'm pretty pleased with that. We'll power that on soon and see how it comes out. All right, let's clean up my workspace just a little bit here. Hope I don't need that metal scraper for anything anymore. Probably don't need this white one either. Okay, next up is some handhelds. Got Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. Don't buy new Harry Potter anything anymore. Used only. Do not give any money to the creator of Harry Potter. Only buy used Harry Potter products. Just another pro tip from me to you. I'm not saying you have to throw away everything Harry Potter. That's probably not fair. That's not true. Just no more new money going into new products. I don't care if it's Hogwarts Legacy. I don't care if it's Universal Studios theme park. No new money goes to those things. Alright, good news, this is in pretty good shape. I don't really have to do much to that. So, let's try it out though. Uh-oh. You alright, bud? Did you not like that? Does your Game Boy Advance slot even work? I made it mad. There you go. We're alright. No game pack inserted. That's not true. Alright, I got one more thing I can try real quick, which is what if I grab my Game Boy Advance SP? I'll be right back. It's not happy. Okay. Way back again. Alright, I didn't think I would need this, but I got a little tri-wing screwdriver with 3 points on it. We're going to open up this cartridge and see what's going on inside. I'm going to try eraser on this guy, see if that'll help. getting something to come off for sure, so. Shouldn't need anything on the back of a Game Boy Advance cartridge. It's just the front. Alright, let's get that lower again. Get that all out of there. Use that back end of a Q-tip again. We'll go one more time on it, just to make sure we're good. All right. Everything looks fine there and there. Is it up or down? I can never remember. Down. Then push up. There we go. Put our tri-wing screw back in there. Try again, shall we? Any luck on our Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets this time? Ooh, yeah. There we go. Just need to get out that eraser. Well, we might have to do that with Arrow Gauge or Yoshi's Cookie later, but I'll test it out first. And off stream, I'll probably do that. All right, here we go. We're in. We're in. Load game. Oh, there I am. Harry Potter. Sweet. All right, got that one. That's good. Whew. Let's go back to the DS and put my little cartridge slot back in there. Let's see where to start. Let's start with the easier ones. A couple individual ones I got here. Final Fantasy Chocobo Tales. Been trying to get this one forever for cheap. It's mostly okay. It's got a little weirdness on the cartridges, so we'll just kind of probably use our toothbrush on that. And then Touch the Dead. Been trying to get that for cheap forever too. That one does have a big sticker on it. $15 plus tax. That's about what I've paid for it. Let's start with the sticker. Depending on how long the sticker has been on here and how good it is, I might have lost the identification sticker. Come on, buddy, let's focus on that. That shows up on the bottom here. This little, like, you can already see it kind of lost on this one. AEHE something or other. We're hoping that that's going to be visible here under this card. Crouch looking at some of those Harry Potter RPGs. Possibly. She should possibly. But again, don't buy them new. Buy them used. Do not give the creator any money. So we're just going to peel up the sticker best we can and hope that that ink is mostly intact underneath. Got a little tearing up here at the top, so before I start peeling, I'll do my best to get that off. Okay. Here goes. Well, that's mostly gone. 80 FE something. You can see a little bit of it. A little bit. That's right, second-hand Harry Potter products. Okay, good work. So now the challenge is, how do I get rid of this sticky goo without getting off this ink in the middle? I think the best way to do that is, instead of using a paper towel, now we're going to go something a little more precise and use a Q-tip. Not the alcohol, but the heptane to get rid of sticker goo. I'm just going to dunk it. Just dunk that right in there. Put a cap on it. And then we're just going to carefully put this around the outsides and kind of scrub off. Oop, that was close. Too close. A little more heptane on there. And then wipe away from label. Still kind of sticky. Let's use dry paper towel. All right, I think that's about the best we can do. It's definitely lost a lot of its shine compared to, well, I guess they're both about the same. Just a little goo on the right side there. Mostly workable. I can work with that. Next step is we're going to clean these card contacts down here. We'll do that with a toothbrush. I'm just going to get just a couple drips. That's probably about good. Drip off the excess of our alcohol. I'm going to put my thumb like right on that that ink that I'm trying to preserve so I don't accidentally hit it with my toothbrush. And we'll just try to clean off those contacts a little bit because they're pretty bad. All right, not bad. Let's do the same thing over here. Put the thumb right on that artwork, or on the label of the game ID ink. There we go. Just scrub that away. All right, it's looking much better on those two. And then I'm just gonna kind of take some of my leftover slightly cleaner paper towel and just kind of wipe down the front label, see if I can get any gunk off without hurting anything. Bad. See if I can get that corner a little bit. Not bad. Better, which is the goal. Let's see if we can get him to go. Start with some Final Fantasy Chocobo Tales. Looking good. Looking good. Adorable. Amazing. All right, it works. All I wanted to know. Put that in the keeper pile. And let's see if Touch the Dead is working. Looking good. Heck yeah. Excellent. Touch the Dead is working. Got them both. All right, next up on the DS cleaning schedule, I got a 4-pack of games that all came in a lot. I paid $19 for this lot. This Monster Truck DS was not the reason I bought the lot. It's in real bad shape, by the way. This might be among the worst DS games I've ever seen, so this one will be fun to clean. We'll see what we can do with that one. Next up was Indiana Jones 2, Lego Indiana Jones 2. Again, not the reason I got it. Tron Evolution, sure, whatever. It's a Disney game, which means it's mediocre, but not garbage. But really the reason I got it is they had Dragon Ball Origins 2 hiding in this $19 lot. This game goes for like $30, $35 by itself. So I basically got it for about half the price it goes for and 3 free games. So that's why we did this. And this one somehow is in the best shape of the 4 games. I don't know how. So I have a Dragon Ball Origins 1 that I cleaned on a previous stream. Now I've got the sequel. So now we'll know everything there is to know about Dragon Ball by playing these 2 DS games. Let's clean these off the best we can. Let's just start with whatever's left on my toothbrush, which is nothing. Never mind. Let's do all the contacts first, and then we'll clean up any grime best we can. Okay, in this case, I will do Dragon Ball Origins last. Okay. That ink is already gone off that guy. It's had a real rough time. Scrub that a little bit. Next. Oh, it's not very good. All right. Well, why don't you sit there and think about what you've done. New, next. Finally, the one that probably doesn't even need it. Okay. Let's test some of these out. Looking good on Dragon Ball. The reason we bought the lot. Heck yeah. Love to see it. Whew, all right. Happy to see that one working. That's a big win. Let's see if we can get any of these other ones going, though, while we're here. So this one is the Monster Truck DS. I think someone took this into a swimming pool, or perhaps, you know, maybe dropped it underneath a monster truck at a monster truck rally. The ink on the back is gone. I can't read any more of that label that was under there. Maybe AM. I might like the optometrist right now. AM2, and he's gonna be like, you need to get glasses. AMXE. I was close. I guess we'll just use a paper towel and just wipe it and just try to get some of the literal dirt and grime. Ew, gross. That's bad. Normally I wouldn't want a label to get this wet, but in this case it looks gross underneath where the label is. So it's like, well, maybe if you soak up some cleaner, it won't be the end of the world for you. Oh, gross. So bad. Do it again. I'm gonna do it again until I don't get color anymore. Basically, right now I'm pushing my fingernail into the crease between the label and the cartridge, which is, I mean, normally not advised, but like I said, this game is in such bad shape anyway, and like this ink is already gone, that I'm just trying to see if I can salvage anything out of this guy just to get it working. This game was like actually something I wanted to buy in my collection. I don't think I'd get this one. I need to wash my hands after this one. Yeah, you're gonna need to like, I don't know, like put some saline in your eyeballs after watching this one. It's gross, grody. All right, same thing over here. We'll just kind of just wipe off our Indiana Jones real quick. There's actually too much cleaner on it, but again, it's probably okay. All right. Last one, Tron Evolution. Oh, that can't be. That can't be. All right. It looks like I got the most of it off that first time I did that, but like it left a big brown stamp where I wiped it off. Oh, man. Unfortunately for a DS game, there's not really much of an option to take an eraser to it like the other ones. You're kind of just at the mercy of what your toothbrush can pull off. I'm sorry, Nintendo DS Lite with Mario on it, that I have to subject you to this game. I'm sorry that I have to put that dirty cartridge inside you. It looks good. It looks like we might boot it. There it is. We got it. I can't wait to play 7 hours of Monster Truck DS straight because it's so good. Wow! She says. Wow! There's one. How about our Lego Indian? Hold up a minute. I'm gonna do the same label corner thing here that I did on the last one. Stick my fingernail in between that groove. All right. It's true. I didn't even wear my gloves this episode. I just went right in with my hands. Probably regret that decision later. Ooh, we got another one working. Indiana Jones 2, it's good. All right. There's that good music. Very good. Someone got 64.5% all the way through this game. Good for them. All right, that one's good. Last one is Tron Evolution. Same thing. I feel like I have to clean it yet again before I put it in here. They're so bad. I'm living life on the edge today. I'm a rebel, Dottie. I clean my DS cartridges without gloves on. I'm a bad boy. Alright, see if Tron goes. Got him. We got him. Heck yeah. Become a Disney gamer. Oh, I gotta use my stylus for this. Story mode. Continue. Do I get to see how far the person before me got on this or not? I'm concerned I've got zeros all at the top. I probably didn't get very far in whatever this game is. What are you doing? You're not gonna find Dorian out there. Alright, this is the You Cannot Go This Way Twitter account. Alright. That game works too. We got them all. Pew! We'll just eject that one the fast way. Alright. I don't know how we did it, but we got all these dirt devils all working just fine. There you go. I mean, they do legitimately look like way better than they did when I first got them. So we saved them. We saved them. Okay, next up, I think I got just a few more sticker pickups. Now we're getting into a different store pickup. These are some GameStop pickups. Rift Breaker. I believe Wegaman recommended this one. And so I finally got it used at GameStop for like $8 maybe, $12, something like that. So our buddy Wegaman recommended Rift Breaker. So this one, I'm guessing, won't be too hard. The sticker's been on here, well, 5 years. No, oh no, that's a store number, 305618. No, that's the SKU. They don't do dates on these ones. There it is, 11/25/22. There it is. So this sticker is not even a year old. It should come off in theory. So it's way worse than I thought it would be. Way more stubborn. I think once I start getting it up, it'll come up okay. I just got to find that weak corner. I think we'll just start with this one. Yeah. Nice. If it gets some of that sticker residue without a need for chemicals. Yeah. Just maybe a tiniest little dent where I got underneath that sticker there. But other than that, that's pretty good. Just a little bit of a wipe down for what otherwise looks like a brand new game. Rift Breaker. Some more stickers to remove here on Spellforce Reinforced. Spellforce 3 Reinforced, sorry, not to be confused with the first Spellforce game. Got this one just a few days after it was $15, and then it was $8. Now is definitely a great time to do some Xbox One collecting. Now seems to be about the best time where you're right at the balance between the games are getting cheap, $8 for a pretty darn good Metacritic scored game, and it's still early enough that they're not all sold out and hard to find. That's what I did with GameCube games. I knew which games were the rare ones, but I waited too long to get them, and they were all too hard to find by the time that I tried to pick them up. It was like, yeah, you could find a copy of what's a good one? Let's say Lost Kingdoms, maybe, for, $10, but you couldn't find it. Lost Kingdoms was already taken everywhere by the time it hit $10. You needed to buy it at $20 before Lost Kingdom on GameCube was sold out. You had to get lucky to find it before then. So now is great Xbox One collecting time. Same with PS4 as well, for that matter. PS4 is doing the same thing, but I feel like Xbox One is even more so true. And again, the backwards compatibility of Xbox One is another good selling point for it. Oh, here's your weak corner. It's right there. That comes right off. Oh yeah, love those much newer stickers. They come right off like that. Here's a pro tip for you. I'm gonna put these two stickers on top of each other, so I've gotten most of the stickiness away, and then I'm gonna keep this sticker in there so I remind myself that I paid $8 for it. It's not like this case was doing anything else. Cool. Okay. Ooh, I'll do that one last. Next we'll do some half-price books pickups. Let's take a quick game break and move into some. Oh. We're gonna move into some books. Take a book break. These are all half-price books pickups. Wow, this one doesn't even have a sticker on it. We're good. I don't have to touch that one. There we go. $3 on this. By the way, for the record, they're not my books. These are my wife's books. She's the one who bought these. I don't know how to read, so it couldn't be me. But the technique is the same for pulling these off. Oh. Good as new, kind of. This is my weakest corner. Yep, that's good. See if we can peel that all off in one. It's looking good. Boom. Excellent. Half price is your favorite place. It's funny how it works at half price. Like, you'll go one week and you're like, I don't see anything I want. There's nothing here. Spent half an hour looking around everywhere. Nothing I want is here. You go back another time and you're like, I found an entire series from my favorite author of books that I've never read. Did you know she came out with a 7-book series that I've never seen before? Well, all 7 of them were in the clearance section for $3 and I bought them all. That's how half price be sometimes. I've got a few half-price games to show off here at the end too, but we'll start with the books. That one's down. Let's see if I can find a better corner than that one. Nope. Yes, yes, yes. No! Alright, we saved it. Hashtag saved. Hashtag saved. When I get fancy enough that I get to have chat emotes, saved is absolutely going to be one of them. That's right. You have to stop by every time you see a half price because you never know what's going to be in there. It might be the series of 7 books, and if you don't get it, then someone else will. Or it might be the day that there's nothing, and you just leave empty-handed, and you say, that's okay. Next time, I'm going to find the 7-book series. Got it. Cool. Nice. That's it for my books. Now, who's ready for some video game pickups from half price? First one, I feel like I should do like a Blinkum style artwork reveal and see if anyone can figure out what game this is, where I'm like, what is this game? Does anyone know this game by its cover art? No? Let me keep going. Anybody know what this is? Has anyone ever seen this before? This is a game called Geon Cube? I don't know, man. Some sort of weird puzzle game. I don't know what this is. I probably paid too much for it, honestly. This is probably worth $5 and not $6, but it was here, had the case and manual. I figured just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I need my little card. There it is. Gonna need my card for these. Come on, buddy. There we go. You're the weak corner. The sticker's a little bit sticky on there. We got it, but with some residue. Let's see if we can just peel that off. And we can. Love it. Love it. Alright, same thing as before. I'm going to fold this sticker in half, more or less. There, then I'll get to keep my memory that I bought this game at half price for $6. Let's shove it in the corner. Alright, we're going to do the same dumb game. What is this game? Does anybody know? Why, of course, this is Groovin' Blocks. Groovin' Blocks. There's no weak link on this sticker. There we go. We got it eventually. There we go. Case and manual for Groovin' Block, $5. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here's a big one. This was the one that I said out loud. This breaks the seal. We are definitely buying this game and going to the register. So start getting your purchases. Found Amplitude on PS2. Bad news is no instructions included. That part is true. But the Amplitude game, I just played the PS3 version. So I was excited to find the PS2 version, and maybe I'll give that a shot someday. Now this guy's got some bad stickers on it. This one is an old EB game sticker. That's what that is. This no instructions included might be permanent. I don't know. And then this is the seal, or no longer new if broken seal. That one's gonna definitely need some heptane. I know that for sure. So this one might take a bit, but we got a bit. So we'll start going to work. See how it goes. Gonna need the little credit card machine guy. There we go. See what we can get up here. I know what I'm going to see when I get under here. I'm going to open up this half price. I'm going to think it's going well, just like this. And then, boom, GameStop sticker. It's going to ruin everything. Called it. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, there's the EB Game sticker back there. All right, I do want to keep this. Well, I'm going to put the no instructions included sticker on the back of that, if I can get it off. That guy's on there, all right. Oh, there we go. Oh, that sticker is not meant to come off. Look how much that's hanging on. Nope. There it goes. Alright. Well. These are tough. These are bad ones. It's also like right on the corner, so I can't even stick my credit card underneath there enough to prevent gouging. But we'll see if we can get underneath here a little bit and pull off some paper. And then we are definitely going to need to get some chemicals involved on this. Nope, not even hardly anything. Okay, well, did our best. Perfectly round stickers are real tough too, because you can't get a corner. There's no corner on a perfectly round sticker. So it's like, how do you know when you're done scraping? You don't have a corner to grab and peel if there's no corners. You know what? I'm actually happy with that. Actually went up. That came off way better than I thought it would. Yes, it's sticky, but we'll work on that. We'll get that part. While I'm here, I don't think I can get any of that, can I? No. No, not really. Alright, how about this one on the back? Plus that's got to come off. It's all sorts of things going on with our amplitude guy here. Just tearing. It's just tearing. Well. Garbage. Garbage. All right. I'm going to switch to, if I can find it. There it is. We're going to use Goo Gone on this kiddo. Get a fresh paper towel for that. So the reason I need Goo Gone on this one instead of heptane is there's too much paper. I need something that can eat through that paper, and the Goo Gone should be strong enough to get all the way through there. So I'm going to kind of get Goo Gone on all these stickers and just let it like work its magic for a minute, and I'll come back. All right, why don't you enjoy eating that for a bit? I'll come back here. See what I can do. Alright, so now that the Goo Gone's been on there for a bit, I'm going to see if I can now scrape anything off here that I couldn't get before. And if not, I might have to add even more Goo Gone. Goo Gone is generally too rough on vinyl to be like your only solution. My goodness. Still being a jerk. Oh, flip over to the front, I guess, real quick. Want any better yet? No, of course not. Let's see what I've done here too. I've gotten it somewhat on my label. Yeah, let's quickly peel this artwork off. Might as well take the disc out too while we're at it. I don't know if I've had one that like didn't work through Goo Gone. I guess I can try some heptane and see if that does anything that the Goo Gone couldn't. Maybe a Q-tip will do it. Alright, with our powers combined, heptane and Goo Gone. Let me get a little bit down here too, while I still have it. Alright, now it's finally kind of coming up. But goodness me, was that a rough one. I'm not even done yet. I'm just trying to get the paper off still. We're gonna need that. Okay. There we go. Well, just tearing right up on me. Who knew that no artwork or sorry, no instruction manual included sticker was going to be the most permanent stuck sticker on the case. What if you get the instruction manual one day? You might need to take that sticker off. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Getting better. What the? So you ready to come off? Oh yeah, no problem on you. You're ready. Okay. So doing better, but still sticky and gross. So let's go ahead and get. I guess we'll get a new paper towel. And let's try heptane, see if that'll do. Actually, you know what? Let's start with a Q-tip, actually. And get just a little more precision on it. Put the lid back on there. And just kind of scrub away at that residue. Oh, that little paper bits are still getting me. There we go. All right, pretty good, pretty good. Let's do some more scraping now. Get these off here, and then we'll do one last kind of... Probably now I'll probably get paper towel and heptane after I get all these stickers off. And see if I can get any other leftover residue or clean up anything. Now it's coming to fall off here. Just need to sit with that Goo Gone and heptane for a little bit. Now we're getting it somewhere. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Get this a little bit further down. Oops, not like that. Nope. Okay. See if we can get this off finally. Oh yeah. Almost. It's got just shards of sticker residue like all over my table now. But mostly gotten it. Mostly gotten it. Next step, I'm gonna take let's get that fresh paper towel. Let's do some heptane on a little spot, and we'll hit up all those sticker spots one more time. Hopefully that'll do it. Right, I think we finally got what we came for today. A few other minor gouges and things in this case that I didn't do that were like that before I started, but just a little bit more. And just a tiny bit more heptane. Missed one tiny little spot down here. A fingernail. Will that do it? No, even worse. Oh well. Close enough. Alright, here's our finished product. A little bit right there. Let me get that some more. Fresh dab of heptane. How about now? Oh yeah. I'll take it. Alright. That was Amplitude. That was a big one. Alright, I've got one more gross one to do. Blinkoom told me to pick up Unlimited Saga, so I did it. This one also has some super terrible stickers all over it. So we'll see with this one what we can do with this guy. We'll see what we can do. I don't think I'm gonna be able to scrape anything up. I think we're already. Looks like someone already did their best to get all the paper off they could. It looks like we might be just at the stage where we already need to use our chemicals right away. Might be able to get. Actually, I might be able to get this one off. This one's a big one too. Let me see if I can get this paper one off, and then after that, we'll give it some heptane. We'll give it some Goo Gone. See what we can do. I had much higher hopes for that than what just happened. Sweet epic Final Fantasy X2 preview inside. Finally, I've been waiting to hear about that game. That's why I bought this, you know. It's for the Final Fantasy X2 10.2 preview inside. The 10.2 preview disc. Heck yeah. I don't think I actually have it inside either. It's just the Unlimited Saga game. Well, good news, bad news with this sticker. It is coming off like once it comes off pretty clean. Doesn't leave anything behind. I would say it's like a 2 out of 5 difficulty. Like I've had a lot worse than this. But the bad news is I can't seem to get it in one big strip. Square used to put those Final Fantasy demos in everything. I mean, I feel like the entire PS2 era kind of did that. But no, I guess that was Xbox 360 I'm thinking of. That was where it was like, what was it, Shadowrun came with, or maybe it was Crackdown came with a demo of like Gears of War and other stuff. People were like, yeah, I just bought it for the Gears of War demo on there. And people were like, actually, Crackdown was actually pretty fun. I don't know if anyone played that or they just played the Gears of War preview that was on there. All right, if I can just get this edge off, I might be able to peel the rest of this off in one go. Ooh, heck yeah. Come on, buddy. There we go. No! All right, well, we did most of it. We got a lot of it. We did pretty good. We did pretty good. I just threw out the actual game and played the demo. Paid $60 for a demo. Well, that's kind of a fun one. I guess I can get my credit card through here and see what I can scrape off. I was really afraid of gouging it, but I think if I get off this little tool, it'll be alright. Bad, not bad. Little chemicals on the corner there, and we're all done. We should be good. Now, what is this? I don't even know if this is sticky. I don't know what this used to be. Like maybe like that like manila tape stuff? I don't know. It's not sticky at all. It's just like permanently adhered to it. I wonder if some Goo Gone will work on that. That's a new one for me. That's a new one. We're gonna have to get this artwork off anyway, because I'm gonna have to get in here. Let's go ahead and de-artwork it now before things get bad. Those with it. Go ahead and take the disc out just to be sure. Speaking of which, the lid on there before I can spill it all over. Melted manila packing tape stuff. It might be. It might be. Alright, I will say I did that a little like too hard, and I did gouge it a little bit because I was like stabbing right straight down at it. So that's a room for improvement for next time. Is don't gouge that hard. I think I'm starting to get impatient because it's like my last one, and I've been at this for almost 3 hours now. Not this one game for 3 hours, but I mean I've been scraping plastic and testing games for 3 hours now that I think I'm starting to get worn down. But I'm also so close to the end that it's like, oh, just a little bit more, buddy. And you got a whole pile of clean games. Nope, that's the same thing I did last time. There we go. Little more gentle. Little more gentle. There we go. This is starting to just like turn into a gum too. Kind of reminds me of the stuff on the other side here with the manila that's all goofed up. Nothing. Nothing there. Just tearing up and destroying my fingers. Starting to wonder if no gloves was a mistake. I had a few parts where it was good that I had my loose hands. A few parts where I used my fingernails, but in general, probably should have worn gloves. Especially once I started getting into like the heptane. Like just the IPA, just the isopropyl alcohol, not as big of a deal. Probably would have been okay. Heptane, it's probably should have used gloves. It's all right. More improvements for next time. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's do the heptane method. Not sure what to do with this yet. I might try half in heptane and half in Glugon just to see what works better. First, let's use heptane on the stuff where I know I want to use heptane. Like up here. And then up here. Already out of heptane. Dried up already. Right at the end. Almost had it. Okay. Let's try down here. Let's try heptane on the right side, because I got some other stuff here that be heptane. Ew, look at all that I just picked up. Gross. Heptane doesn't seem to be doing much anything on that. Oh, sorry, you can't really see that. My bad. I don't... What is this? Is this like whiteout? What is this? This is gross. What is this doing? What's happening here? What? What is on my Q-tip? Alright, will a paper towel clean this up at this point? Yes. Okay. All right. Ew. It's going all over the place, but heptane seemed to do the trick. But when I use it on like a paper towel like this, it doesn't seem to work as well. It's like I need to use both. Okay. So if I apply heptane and then remove with a paper towel, that's what will remove whatever this is. What is this? What is this stuff? This is disgusting, whatever it is. Get it off. I don't know what it was, but it's gone now. That was... Like, I've never made, like, a highlight on Twitch of my cleaning streams, but, like, that was almost like a Twitch highlight right there. That was like a clip of, like, what is this white goo that is stuck to this case that we removed with heptane, and it just melted and went everywhere. Right, here's how we're looking so far. Looks like I missed this spot up here still. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Same on this side. Here. There we go. Alright. Let's see a few spots where I've gouged it. That's on me. Some grody-ness on the back here. Let's switch over to a new paper towel and get some. Oops. Throw it on the floor. It's an important part of the process. Important part of the process. There we go. I'm just going to do a general cleaner. Try to get some of that gunk off that I just put on there. I don't know what that is. Some sort of like brown stuff really glued onto here. I don't know if you can see those specks. But the cleaner's not really getting it off. Maybe it is. I guess I could try a tiny bit of heptane and see if that does it. Yeah, that did it. That did it. And then cleaner again. I can cleanerize the inside a little bit. All right. Phew. All right. Oops. That in straight, bud. There we go. Unlimited Saga for the PS2 came in much worse shape than I was hoping for. It was one of those ones where they were like, the instruction manual may be included. It might be in good shape. I'm not telling. Do you want a picture? No. But I will give it to you for 33% off its normal price. So I'll give it a shot. Normally they come out really good when I get those like Goodwill cases in games. This was the worst one yet, I think. But, oh well. I could have paid 1 penny more and gotten a different copy from a different store that might have been good. I don't know. Okay, that's Unlimited Saga. Oh, you know what? I do have just a little bit more to do that I can keep going. I have 4 GameStop cases that I got just for reusing on other games, including 2 copies of NBA 2K22. All these cost me $150 each for case and manual and stuff. This apparently includes a digital voucher for NBA 2K 2022. So this is the today current version of the demo disc that used to be included with Unlimited Saga for Final Fantasy X-2. This is what we do today. Today it's like, you want a digital copy? Yeah, we just threw it in the fancy edition. The fancy edition that comes with its own little sleeve and stuff. There's a receipt for that. So this one I don't need to clean this one. This is a perfectly good disc, right, or case right here. No cleaning necessary on this. This is just a slip case. It does have a sticker back here. I guess I can see if I can get that off. But yeah, I bought this with the intention of like just taking it apart. But now I'm like, I don't know. I got an anniversary edition slipcover thingy of NBA 2K22. Maybe I want to keep it. I don't know. Well, if I do want to keep it, I don't want this sticker on it. So I guess we'll take a few seconds. See if we can get this sticker off and keep it in good shape. It's going to be a little bit different than normal just because of this, whatever this material is. It's not one I usually work with for stickers. But again, I suppose the same theories apply. I'm going to kind of try all the four corners of this sticker and see if one of them is like more loose than the others. I would say so far this back left one seems to be the weakest one. Yep, kind of get under there. Then once I get it like that, I should be able to just peel the whole thing off in one go. More or less. Pretty good. One tiny little goof up underneath there, but you'll never notice it. There we go. NBA 2K 2022. With a sticker in here for the digital code, which I'm not going to show on stream, but we'll see. I'll have to try that out and see if it works. And then otherwise, yeah, this is a absolutely clean case, protected by a slipcover this whole time, that I can use on another game that I have that doesn't have the original case. So excited about that one. But we got some more. Now this one has this sticker on it, the NBA officially licensed sticker. Last time we got one of these off with Heptane, and we're gonna have to do that again here and here as well. Another NBA sticker. That one's gonna have to come off. And then finally a copy of Battlefield 2042, which I do already own. So now I have a second copy of Battlefield 2042. But I'm just gonna take the case out of this. So again, might just throw the disc away and just keep the case. Who needs it? Surprised there's not. Well, there it is. I'm gonna say a weak corner on this. Usually there's one corner that's easy to pull up. It was that one. In general, I gotta say, these GameStop stickers are way easier to peel off if you get them early. It really is the reason to clean off these games. Is if you do it as soon as you get them, and you take them home and you start working on these stickers and stuff, way easier to remove these stickers when they're fresh. It's the years of sitting on a case not moving anywhere that really seems to make it stickier. It's not like a lot of people tell you like, oh, stickers back then used to be so much worse, whatever. And it's really like, they're not much worse in my opinion. It's just that they have gotten worse with time. I think if you left this sticker on here for 23 years, like some of the other ones I peeled off, you'd be having just as many issues. Oh yeah, buddy, come on. No! Not like this. Not like this. Oh yeah, we got it. There we go, another perfectly clean case, ready for a better game than Battlefield 2042. I mean, that's a little unfair to 2042. It really was not that bad of a game. It just, like a lot of games these days, needed a ton of patches before it was good to go. So really the question is just, did EA put enough resources into putting out good patches for it? I don't think it's that big of a deal that it didn't start out amazing on day one. I think that's really, really common, especially for online games like that. I think the thing that saves it is you've got to put effort into fixing it after launch. You've got to put a lot of resources toward fixing those bugs and glitches. I think we're seeing that today with the Jedi Fallen, not Fallen Order, that's the old one. The new Jedi game. You know what I mean? Star Wars Jedi Goofballs. I think that's what it's called, Jedi Goofballs. You know, obviously there's a lot of press right now about the PC version is like unplayable, whatever. But like, I'm pretty sure that one is going to get its patches and it's going to be good. I think there's a good base game under there, and I think most people know that. They just got to put some resources and energy toward fixing them, and it'll be good. 6 months from now, that game's going to be on sale for $15, $10, maybe even, and it's going to be a really good game. And 6 months from now, you can just wait on it. And I'll tell you, I sure can. Look at me buying these old sports games a year and a half later, and they're $2, $1.50 even. All right, so yes, I do remember how to take these off last time. I'm gonna, as I see, you can see me with like my trying to do this with like a scraper tool. I can't really get under there. It's not really doing anything. What I did last time is I took a fresh Q-tip, dunked it in this heptane, and then I kind of was able to work out the corners, and it came off at that point. So, assuming it works just like last time, and I don't make myself sound like a liar, we should see that again here. So I'm just going to go around the outside with the goal of it to actually get underneath that sticker and start eating it inside from those corners out. Or nothing's going to happen. I'm just going to look like an idiot. That's also possible. Might be make Chad look like an idiot time. Give me some good Mario Kart music. That'll help me get this out. That's what I need. I'm going to switch to a super serious peeler at this point. Be really careful though. This thing definitely will gouge your vinyl. But I needed the corner like that to get under it. If you can see what I'm doing. Oops. Okay, well, we got the plastic bit off. That was an important part of the process. Because now, I think we can get the heptane on the rest of this, I think. This is the part where it starts to fall off. Just let that eat some heptane for a minute. Enjoy, it's delicious. It's like you can watch it dissolve. What a paper towel. Maybe. A paper towel with heptane on it, maybe? Might need a fresh one. There it goes. Leaves little weird glittery sparkles all over, but no longer an official NBA product. No longer officially licensed. This is fake garbage because it doesn't have that sports sticker on it. Get it one more time. Got just a tiny bit of residue left over now. Cool. Close enough, probably. Sweet. All right. And there's NBA 2K21. One more sticker to go. Gonna need another fresh Q-tip. Alright, so we're hoping that that's going to get stuck underneath that sticker. Start eating away. I'm going to start with plastic, but I'm sure I'm going to end up coming back to that metal scraper for this tool, or for this project. There we go. Ooh. Hello, come back. Ooh. We got that off clean. That one came off in one. No residue. Nothing. Just a little corner gouging, but that's it. Alright, well this one will come off a lot easier. So I'm going to tell myself that was the heptane working. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to go with it. Alright, one more little sticker to remove here. Which corner is weakest? Might be this one. Yeah. Boom. All right, so there we go. With just a little bit of work for $1.50, we've got, I mean, not just a totally $60, once was $60 Xbox game, but we've got a fresh case in great shape that we can use on another game if we need to. Also, if it's not a Series X game, I can also peel off this sticker. I will leave it in case I need it. But that is just a sticker, and I could just get under it if I really, really wanted to. Especially this bottom right corner, that's the weak one. I can already tell just looking at it. But depends on what game I'm going to use this for. I've got things like Quantum Break I have that I ordered that came without the case and manual officially, but, you know, might just put that in here. Maybe I'll print off fake artwork at some point on a fancy printer or something, or take it to Kinko's or whatever. Have a clean case for it. Maybe I'll fake it. It's not like those have real manuals these days anyway. So you don't have to worry about the manual as much. You just need the artwork and a good case for it. All right, so I'm looking through my stash right now. Seeing if I've got anything else left to clean. I think I've cleaned just about as much as I can clean today. I think that's gonna just about do it. So, in summary, that was a big cleaning stream. We've got 6 DS games, 1 Game Boy Advance game, 1 Nintendo 64 game, 1 Super Nintendo game. You know what? Let me show you. Visual is more fun. This is a visual medium. Let's do it. So, in hindsight, here's the summary. We had Harry Potter. We had Monster Trucks DS. That was a mess. Lego Indiana Jones 2. Tron Evolution. And then Dragon Ball Origins 2, all in the same lot. Had Touch the Dead. We had Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo Tales. We got our Aero Gauge. We got Yoshi's Cookie. Had our 4 Xbox One cases we just stripped out. Remember those. Those were fun. Those were fun times. Speaking of Xbox games, we also got Rift Breaker. We got Spellforce 3 Reforced. There's no in. We got Unlimited Saga. Had Amplitude. And we had Groovin' Blocks. We had Geon Cube. Had all this stuff. I'm gonna clean up my pile real quick. And then massive PSP group with Final Fantasy, Crisis Core, Twisted Metal Head-On. We had Elf. We had Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs. We had Downstream Panic, Ape Escape. This mystery case ended up being Need for Speed Underground Rivals, Metal Gear Solid, Full Auto 2, Ghost Rider, Virtua Tennis, Killzone Liberation, Ghost Recon, Predator, MTX Moto Tracks, MTX vs. ATV on the Edge, and then finally Prince of Persia, Rival Swords. That was our haul today. That was all the things. We cleaned all that today. I feel like I just played Breath of the Wild, and I just like climbed to the top of a big old mountain that at the time seemed really far away, and now I'm at the top of the mountain looking back at where I started from, and when I ran all the way from over there. That's me with all these games. I cleaned these all up. I did it all. But I couldn't have done it without your help. Without all you guys coming by, hanging out in the stream, saying hi, listening to some jams with me. I appreciate everyone being here. Gonna do it for me. I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Before I do that, let me see if there's anybody I can jump us over to. See who else is streaming that I'm following. Let's see who else is in here. Nobody at the moment. Nobody worth it at the moment. Only people who have like hundreds of followers. I'm too scared. I'm not going to do it. All right. So in that case, I guess I'm not sending you anywhere else at this time. I don't follow enough cool people, I guess. Or not enough cool people are streaming at this moment. I'm not sure which way it is. But either way, thank you so much again for tuning in to my stream and watching this big old cleaning mess with me. Appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Has a great Saturday. Has some great meals coming up. Some great gaming in your future. And until then, I will see you all next time. So thanks again. And I will catch you all next time.